saudades. Hoje nós vamos ver a Little Red Wood Store parte 2, certo? Nós já vimos a parte 1 da história e agora vamos ver a parte 2. Let's go.
As Little Red Riding Hood was going through the wood, she saw how the ground was covered with beautiful flowers. She thought, "If I take a bouquet to Grandmother, she'll be very pleased." And she ran off into the woods looking for flowers. Each time she picked one, she ran after another one, going further and further into the woods. It was not long before the wolf arrived at the old woman's house. He knocked at the door. Tap, tap.
"Who's there?"
"Your grandchild, Little Red Riding Hood,"
said the wolf in a little girl's voice. The good grandmother, who was in bed because of some illness, cried out,
"Oh, come in, my dear. Open the door. It's not locked."
The wolf opened the door and hurried inside. He went straight to the grandmother's bed and ate her up. Then he took her clothes, put them on, and put her cap on his head. He got into her bed and pulled the curtain shut, expecting Little Red Riding Hood, who came sometime afterwards and knocked at the door. Tap, tap.
"Who's there?"
asked the wolf, imitating an old lady's voice. "It's Little Red Riding Hood. I brought you some cakes and a little pot of butter that Mother made this morning."
"Come in, my dear. Open the door. It's not locked,"
said the wolf, and Little Red Riding Hood went in. Grandmother was lying there with her cap pulled down over her face and looking very strange. "Oh, Grandmother, what big ears you have!"
"All the better to hear you with."
"Oh, Grandmother, what big eyes you have!"
"All the better to see you with."
"Oh, Grandmother, what big hands you have!"
"All the better to grab you with."
"Oh, Grandmother, what a horribly big mouth you have!"
"All the better to eat you with."
And with that, he jumped out of bed, jumped on top of poor Little Red Riding Hood, and ate her up. As soon as the wolf had finished this tasty bite, he climbed back into bed, fell asleep, and began to snore very loudly. A huntsman was just passing by. He thought it strange that the old woman was snoring so loudly, so he decided to take a look. He stepped inside, and in the bed, there lay the wolf.
"He has eaten the grandmother, but perhaps she can still be saved. I won't shoot him,"
thought the huntsman, so he took a pair of scissors and cut open his belly. He had only cut a few strokes when he saw the red cap shining through. He cut a little more, and the little girl jumped out and cried, "Oh, I was so frightened! It was so dark inside the wolf's body!" And then the grandmother came out alive as well. The three of them were happy. The huntsman took the wolf's pelt. The grandmother ate the cake and a little pot of butter that Little Red Riding Hood had brought. And the little girl thought to herself, "As long as I live, I'll never leave the path and run off into the woods by myself if Mother tells me not to."
Que história mais legal, não é? Então, agora eu desenhei algumas imagens. Vocês vão me ajudar a lembrar o nome de cada uma delas. Que fruta será essa que eu iniciei? É uma laranja? É orange? Não. Is a grape? É uma uva? Não. Is a apple? Apple. É uma maçã. E aqui? Qual é a fruta? Is a pear? A pineapple? Is a bananas? Bananas. Bananas. Let's go. Que fruta é essa? Apple não é, porque eu já desenhei. Bananas também não. It's a grape? É uva? No. It's a pear. É uma pera. It's a pear. É uma pera. E o último é um cupcake. 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 Certo? Apple, banana, pear and cupcake. Lembram das frutinhas lá da cesta do chapeuzinho? E para nossa homework, vocês irão look, ok? Irão observar e ligar ao personagem correto. Ah, eu vou ligar a Chapeuzinho. Eu vou ligar a parte que corresponde à vovó. Certo? Essa foi nossa aulinha de hoje, Jardim 2. Kisses. Bye, bye.